with JP Squad. It's your girl J Prince and I'm back again with another video. Today we having the shrimp and corn boil and just talking. Before we get into this video, go like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to come check me out. So today I really just want to talk about it's actually fire right now. Do y'all believe or do y'all think that fear have a way of controlling your life? And why? Me personally, I do. I definitely think fear has a way of controlling your life. I mean, only because I'm speaking from experience. Like dealing with relationship, dealing with life things, dealing with a lot of stuff. But it can also be a motivation. The reason why I say speaking from experience that fear can control your life is because I've been wanting to do YouTube since for about 3 years. But I was always like worried about like what the people around me might say, the people I hang out with. Like, oh, they might think I'm lame, or they might not like me. They might not even subscribe to my channel. I may not be interested to them. So I guess I'm using that too as like a crutch or a fear. Like a fear of disappointment or something. I forgot to take the rain out. I ain't got nothing to put this on. It's alright. Gotta clean up afterwards. But then, yeah, I feel like I could have been so much further with the YouTube if I started when I first said I was gonna start, or I wanted to start, and not think about what other people might say or think. And another reason why I say fear control your life is like a fear when it comes to like relationship wise. Like, you know, feel disappointment. Yeah, this is so good. Like a fear of disappointment, or I mean, I don't like to be rejected. Like, and the reason why I bring this up, cause like I go like without being in a relationship, I'd be cool. And then like I'm an ugly person, and I'm like I think I just have a fear of rejection. And I ain't gonna lie, when I think about it, I think I might be like scared. I wouldn't say like I'm scared to commit. I'm scared to give somebody else my time, and it don't work out, or getting to know somebody all over again. So I'd rather just be alone, or mess with somebody that I already know or kind of know, because you can never truly fully know a person But yeah, I definitely been wanting to do YouTube for like 3 years, give or take. And I never did. And I kind of regret it. So it's like it holds you back in a way. When you don't do it because you afraid of what other people might say or think, it like holds you back. Sometimes it can be a good thing, sometimes it can be a bad thing. With me, I feel like it was a good and bad thing, only because, like I said, I feel like I could have been so much further with this YouTube, with like having subscribers, more content, more comfortable in front of the camera, edits better, everything. But I didn't because I was afraid what other people might say to me, or about me. But at the end of the day, I had to think about like life. Like I don't really care about what nobody say about me. Like in real life, like no cap. Well, I wouldn't say that, but I do, but I don't. I don't really like, oh, they might say this or they might say that. It was just more so I felt like people gonna be looking at me crazy. I don't know. But it was definitely a fear. And it held me back. And I wish that it wasn't or it didn't. But the reason why I say it's a good thing as well is because you learn from your fears. And I definitely learned from my fears. Like, I had a fear of commitment for a long time. And I finally did. I learned a lot. Don't get me wrong. I definitely learned a lot. I learned, self-control. I learned different responsibilities and priorities that come first. I learned to love myself before loving somebody else. I just learned a lot of stuff with actually committing. Even though it didn't work out in the end, I definitely learned a lot and actually gained a friend. Because a lot of people, when they be in a relationship, then they break up with the other person. They be like, oh no, I can't see myself being friends with them. Or I can't see myself still hanging around them after, breaking up or whatever the case may be. But honestly, I feel like when you learn something in a relationship or you gain something in a relationship, you'll always be friends with your ex, shall I say. And not just like gain, not like materialistic stuff, but like in our relationship, in my old relationship, we had our ups and downs, but I gained a friendship. She taught me a lot. She learned a lot from me. But it didn't work out more so because she had a fear. And it was a fear of actually being in love with a woman because she was straight when I met her. Well, she still is. But I dated a straight woman and it didn't work out because of her fear of actually being in love with a woman. And what other people might say. and do. And then it was like, when she was ready, it was like kind of too late. Well, I wouldn't say too late, but it was a lot of hurdles we had to jump together because of that. If you get what I'm saying, but that's a whole nother story. And another fear that I had was coming out to my mom. I want to say to my parents. And it was more so of a fear of disappointment. Like a lot of people, a lot of lesbians or people that's gay or bisexual or whatever you want to call it, have that fear of coming out to their parents. It's not because they scared of coming out. It's they scared of the disappointment or disappointing their parent, because they feel like they don't owe their parent anything else. They owe them that approval. It's more so like we look for approval, or not me no more per se, but we look for approval in our parent. Boom, boom, boom. Cause we scared to tell them. We be scared to tell them that we like the same sex. Just off what they may say or may not say, or if they support us or if they won't support us. Because to me, your biggest fan, your biggest support system is supposed to be your mom. I ain't even gonna lie. Your biggest fan and support is supposed to be your mom. If don't nobody else support you, if you got a clothing line, if don't nobody else support your clothing line, I feel like as a parent, if you buy one item every month from your child, that's support. And that's like, motivate them to do more, or want to do more, or show you more, or talk to you more. But I definitely think fear controls your life, whether it's in a good way or whether it's in a bad way. Because I had both experiences, in a good way and a bad way. Well, I was afraid to do something. But it was a good thing that I was afraid to do something, because at the time that I wanted to do it, it wasn't time, or I wasn't ready. And a bad way too is, I really want to do something, I really see myself doing something, or really wanted to do it, and I didn't do it because I was afraid of what other people may think or say. Not no more, but it definitely have a way of controlling your life. So my advice to everybody out there is, if you want to do something, do it. Don't worry about what nobody's saying, what nobody may think, because at the end of the day, what you may want to do ain't for everybody, but it's for you. The closest people to you may not support you, but it's gonna be the strangers that would. And that's learning from experience. Since I started YouTube, whatever. I'm making my videos. Of course, I'm sending my videos, my page to everybody. Like, subscribe. Help me out. Give me to, 100 subscribers, whatever the case may be. Give me to 50 subscribers. Help me out. I need like 4 subscribers. A lot of people looked at it, then subscribe. Some people looked at it, they did subscribe. Thank y'all for y'all support. But it's these 2 people in particular that it kind of bothered me, but it's like, it is what it is. There's one person knew for years, well, both of them I knew for years, but this one person I knew since I was like a freshman in high school. We met when I was a freshman in high school, and we've been like cool ever since. Played on the same basketball team, whatever the case may be. And don't get me wrong, that's still my homie. I still fuck with him. But you gotta fuck with people to an extent. But anyway, she stayed like an hour away from me. We both stay in Wisconsin, but she stayed like an hour away from me. I got my wedding teeth running. I'm sorry, but yeah, she stayed like an hour away from me, and like she be asking me when I come get her, come get her. I don't mind coming to get her, but it don't be like come get me so me and you can kick it. It be like, can you take me to the city? Mind you, I stay 2 hours away from the city, so I would have to drive an hour to go get her, 2 hours to the city, 2 hours back home. So that's like a 5-6 hours out my day, whatever. And like she be like, come get me. Sometimes like I don't be mad. If I'm going to the city, I will give you a ride. But if I'm not going to the city, I'm not gonna just drive to the city just because. I mean, I still have family in the city. I love the city, whatever. But this particular time, okay, she had asked me. She was telling me like, oh, well, I'm stuck in the city. I'm trying to get back home. Boom, boom, boom. I said, I ain't coming to the city. The next day, she like, I'm stuck in the city. I'm really trying to get back home. So I end up going to the city to go get her. I didn't go to the city for nothing else. I went to the city to go get her to take her home. When I get to the city, she was like, oh, I'm not ready to leave. Or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna, chill with this girl. Or I'm gonna chill with her. Can we just leave tomorrow? Okay, cool. We can. I just go to my godmama house, whoever, whatever. So I leave her when she was there with old girl. And I told her, I said, I'm gonna call you around 10. I'm not trying to leave the city no later than 12 in the afternoon. She, all right. So I wake up at like 9, start calling her. I'm calling her. No answer, texting her. Hey, you up? You ready to go? I'm finna get ready to go. Yada, yada, yada. Calling. Waited for like an hour. Called her again. Waited till 12. Manager, that's when I was supposed to leave. Call her again. Text her again. No answer, no nothing. 2 o'clock come. I said, all right, she ain't hit me back up. I'm finna get on up out of here. So I left. I come home. Soon as I make it home, like pulling in my driveway, no cap, she called me. It was like 4:35 or so. I pull in my driveway, she calling me. Hey, where you at? She like, I'm ready to go. My phone was off. I had my phone turned, my phone died or whatever she said. I think she said my phone died. I ain't even know you was calling, but when your phone died, your phone ring once and goes to the voicemail. Or it don't ring at all, it just goes straight to the voicemail. If you got somebody blocked, then it ring twice to go to the voicemail. But it rung all the way through. And the messenger said delivery. When you got an iPhone, iPhone is they snitches. So the messages was saying deliver and the calls was going all the way through. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm already at home. Dang, I need to ride home. I said, well, I don't know when the next time I'm coming out there. So she found a way home. Whatever. She got home. 2 days later, she called me like, hey, can you take me to the city? I'm trying to go to the city. I'm trying to go up to the city to this kickback. I ain't finna drive to no city for no kickback, especially when I'm not going to the kickback. I'm not finna drive to the city, take you to the kickback. Not no shade, but I'm not. So I'm like, nah, I ain't finna do it. So she ended up getting back to the city. I seen her in the city. Then she got back out. She got back out here. And then she texted me, asked me when I'm, like a day later, she came back out here. And then she texted me, asked me when I'm going back to the city. I'm like, I don't know. She was like, all right, when you go back to the city, I gotta go to my grandma or my cousin funeral. It was one or the other. But mind you, I know her people. And it was neither one of their funerals. I mean, not saying like I wouldn't have took her, but it was like you didn't have to lie and say you was going to your people's funeral for me to get a ride. Because if I'm going to the city, then I'll take you. If I'm not, then I'm not. So after that, like me and her really ain't been talking. And then, you know, I'm like, you know, subscribe to my channel or whatever. She look at it, she ain't subscribe. And I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Motherfuckers ain't subscribed to my channel all because you want me to run you back and forth 3 hours away. And then like you asked me to run you from out south to out west, or run you around the block, or run you back and forth to work. You asked me to run you back and forth to and from the city to do what? Lay up under a girl? To be up under a girl, lay up under a girl? So I don't leave that where it's at. She still be like looking at my snap post and, you know, looking at my stories on Facebook, because I see, you know, they show you who looking at your stuff. She still be looking at whatever. I left it alone. Like it is what it is. Another person, we knew each other since diaper. Cousin, Faye, brother, gang since potty time. Me and her, you know, she had called, she texted me like the night before I sent her to subscribe to my channel. She like, you got a Cash App? And I'm like, nah. And then I sent her the next day like, hey, subscribe to my channel, help me out. I'm trying to reach such subscribers by the end of the day. She was like, you gotta help me out first. You gotta do something for me first. Do you got a Cash App? I'm like, nah, I don't got a Cash App. Or whatever the case may be. I'm like, I ain't got no Cash App or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, if I did, then, you know, I would have let you know. But I don't got no Cash App, because I don't. She didn't subscribe to my channel. I'm like, you don't subscribe? She look at it, then subscribe. She look at it, then subscribe. And I'm like, dang, that's crazy. When you can't help somebody out, or when you can't do for a person, or when they can't use you, then they won't support you. But there's one song that Kevin Gates got, is if you can't be used, then you useless. So I guess I'm not useless, because people try to use me, or whatever the case may be, and however you may feel about the situation. I mean, like I said, it did bother me, because these like two people I knew for like years, since my freshman year of high school, and since diapers. But it is what it is. Because when I take off doing this, please don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me for a dime. I told this to everybody, family, friends, associates, whoever. If you don't support me now, don't support me when I blow up. And ask me, can I do this? Can you come to my house? Don't, because I'm gonna act like you a stranger. I'm gonna act like you that same stranger that you act like I was when I asked you to support me when I started this. But yeah, I'm all off topic, but yeah, that was just a little story time mixed with a little, I guess, question that I want to know. Do y'all think that fear has a way of controlling your life, or does fear hold you back? I want y'all to comment down below. Tell me what y'all think. And just let me know. Do y'all think that fear controls your life? Comment down below if what y'all want to see on my channel, or what y'all want to see me do next. I got a couple of things in mind already. I just been waiting for the perfect time to do it. But I ain't finna keep waiting around. I'm finna drop this content for y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for subscribing, supporting. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to come check me out. And I'll see y'all later.